Good morning, everyone. Welcome to SQL awareness session. Please mention in chat. Am I audible or not? Please type in chat. Am I audible right now? You can able to see the slides, right? SQL session. Okay, fine. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, fine. I will start this session. Okay, here SQL. SQL. We are today here to learn about this SQL. First of all, I wanted to clearly explain you about business analyst. As a business analyst, okay, we will work on gathering we will work with the clients in companies. We will work on gathering the requirements, okay, and converting that requirements into different functional requirements and different diagrams, and we communicate these requirements to this client, to clients, or to the development team or testing team, or everything, okay, related to project. We will from first to end. If at all, if your organization use this SQL structure query language, okay, you need to have basic idea about SQL. You need to have basic idea SQL, not in detail programming everything. Just you need to have basic idea. You can able to execute one query, that is nothing but select query or select command. I will explain about that command also. If at all, if your organization using this SQL, their developers will be there, okay, developers will be there. If the developers will work on it. If at all, if you want any data, you will request them, okay, related to that. I want this kind of data. Okay, at that time they will write one query. They will send that query to you. Just you need to run that one using select command. Okay, that's a basic thing that as a business analyst will do. Okay, you will not involved in complete coding. Okay, just you need to know basics how SQL gonna perform. Okay, how what is SQL, a basic details about that. Okay. Okay, fine. Here you can see in the name is called SQL. SQL is nothing but a structured query language. L is language which is used to communicate with the one between one among us. Okay. Here structured query language. We will use some sort of structures and queries, okay, to communicate. Okay, this is a language used to communicate with the system. Okay, in the system, or we have different kinds of database. Okay, at that time we will use this kind of SQL language. Okay, SQL is nothing but structured query language. Okay, it is recognized by ISO and American Standard Organization. Okay, it is used to nothing but store different kinds of language like a database. What is the purpose of a database is to store the data. Okay, database is to store the huge amount of data. We can communicate with the system or database by using this SQL language. Okay, it is a mediator between us and the database or database. Okay, it is a query language. Okay, in this we will try to write commands or queries, or we will try to ask the questions, okay, to the system, okay, by using this SQL language. Okay, here business analyst won't use any coding, but BA will view or extract the tables. Okay, you need to have basic knowledge about what is table, what is database, okay, what is column, basic things. Okay, the things we will discuss today in this session. Okay, and here SQL, here in this SQL we will use this SSMS. Okay, SSMS is nothing but a dummy application or SQL server management system. Okay, in that we will try to write this commands. Okay, we will try to get a data whatever we want. Okay, SSMS in we have SQL server, and in this we will also use SSMS. Okay, SSMS. Okay, here SQL can be used to extract, one can extract multiple reports from review or validation purpose, which may include in IT, finance, banking, and different domains. Okay, different kinds of domain will use this SQL, okay, to store the data, okay, to manage their organization. Okay, like that. Okay, companies store their data. It is very valuable term, if it are valuable to them. Okay, if at all, if you can take an example of any bank. Okay, every transaction must be recorded in that bank. Okay, every transaction must be recorded. Okay, that's fine. The data is very important. Okay, they will use this kind of database. Okay, they will use this kinds of language to store the data. And if at all, if they wanted to generate any reports, if at all, if you they wanted to generate any reports, they will use this kinds of things. They will write some commands or queries in the SQL, okay, and they will get the data whenever they want, okay. That is SQL, and it is also used in SSMS. With the combination SQL and SSMS, it's a combination, okay. And here you can see database. Database is nothing but the it is used to store the data, okay. If at all if you wanted to store the data, okay, we can create different kinds of database here in SQL, okay, and we can store a huge amount of data. If at all if you use any hard disk or anything, it has limit, okay, like 5 GB, 10 GB, okay. Here you can use a huge, you can save huge number of data, okay, like hundreds of GBs, okay, in this kinds of database, okay. The purpose of database is to organize the data, okay. We can use this data whenever we want, as convenient as that. They can generate the report, okay. They wanted to view the data, they wanted to analyze, okay, what's happening in their organization, okay. That kind of activities they can perform here by using this database, okay. Are you getting right? Okay, fine, thank you. Okay, here we have two types of databases. One is DBMS and RDBMS. Okay, database management system and relational database management system. SQL comes under relational database management system. It is an advanced version of, you can consider advanced, a little advanced than database management system, DBMS. Okay, in SQL we have different functions or different conditions. Like you can see CRUD operation. Okay, we can create a different tables, okay. We will try to store the data in the form of tables in SQL, okay, in the form of tables, okay. And here, if at all if you create any, if at all if you wanted to create any table in SQL, at that time you need to use one command, that is nothing but create command, okay. If at all if you wanted to view what is the data there in your SQL, if at all if you wanted to uh, if at all if you wanted to get the data, okay, if at all if you wanted to get the data, at that time you can use read, okay. And if at all if you wanted to change anything in the data in the table, you can use update command. If at all if you wanted to delete any data in that table, you can use delete command. I will explain about this CRUD commands and other commands a little later, okay. Here, this is the difference between DBMS and RDBMS. Okay, database management system and relational database management system. As I said, okay, it is a little updated thing compared to DBMS, RDBMS. Okay, here we can store the data in the form of files. Okay, like hierarchical order, country, city, town, and village, like that. Step by step process, we can store the data in DBMS. In RDBMS, we can store the data in the form of tables. Okay, here we can store the data in the tables. Okay, DBMS can be used for small organization. Okay, very limited resources. Okay, like that. And here RDBMS can be used by a big organization, small organizations also. It is capable to handle save more data. Okay, large amount data, and multiple users can support it in RDBMS. Example: SQL, MySQL, PostgreSQL, okay, SQL, Oracle, okay, different databases we have. Okay, that is RDBMS. Okay, this is the basic difference between the database management system and RDBS database system. Okay, in database management system, we can't able to give connection between one file to other file or one thing to other thing. Okay, and in RDBMS, we can give connection between one thing to other thing. Okay, if at all if you wanted to give connection means, if there are three tables, okay, consider there are three tables, data is stored in the table, okay. There are three tables in your database, okay. If at all if you wanted to get the data at once, all the data at once, okay, you wanted to create a report with some images, or as you here you can't be able to create images, okay. You can, if at all if you wanted to get a data from all the three tables, okay, only once, okay, by writing a one command, that is not possible in DBMS. Okay, here in RDBMS, you can write only one query or command to get the data from all the three tables. Okay, at that time we can use different connections between table to table in RDBMS, but it is not possible here in database management system. Okay, you can give connections here like relationships. Okay, that is helpful in RDBMS. Okay, like that. That is a little advantage compared to database management system. I will explain about with an example after a few minutes. Okay, after while I will also try to write few commands. Okay, while opening this SQL a little later. This is the basic difference between SQL and DBMS and RDBMS. In SQL, we have different commands. Okay, commands are queries. Okay, we will try to write in SQL. Okay, we can SQL can execute queries against the database. Okay, retrieve the data. Whatever the data is there, we can retrieve the data from the database. Okay, SQL can insert records in that existing database, update the records, and we can delete the records. Okay, we can create new database. Okay, create new tables in database. We can create store procedures in the database. Okay, store procedure is nothing but it is like a query. Okay, it is like a command or query or a program which is written, okay, to execute n number of times. One activity can be run at n number of times. That is nothing but a store procedure. Okay, if at all if you wanted to run 10 times a program means at that time you need not to write that program 10 times. Okay, at that time you can create this store procedure. Okay, and it will be executed a number of times. This will be written by developers. Okay, developers will write store procedures. Okay, for multiple purposes. I will give a small example here. Okay, if at all if a bank customer visited any bank branch, okay, he wanted to know his balance in that bank. Okay, he will go to the counter and he will ask that cloud clerk, okay, please explain, please tell me about my balance. Okay, at that time bank clerk he can't able to write that query or command. Okay, he will just enter his account number, and his account number he will just directly tell, okay, what is his balance there in that account number. Okay, in backend what happens is 10, if at all 10 customers come and they will ask me, see, at that time he will just tell directly what is the backend. In backend they will write one store procedure. Okay, it is used to operate these types of commands in number of times. That is the use of store procedure. Okay, and you can view, we can create view. Okay, you can create views. Creating views means nothing but, okay, it is like a permission. Okay, it is a SQL admins will be there. If at all if your organization using databases, SQL like in databases, okay, there is if at all they are using in any projects, there are different people. Okay, different people involved in that organization, right? At that time, related to that database, they can't give complete permissions. Okay, here, similarly, you can take this CRUD. Okay, for the database, okay, developers can update the data in that database. They can delete the data. These types of options you can give to higher authority or developers. Okay, who knows about the database. Okay, like business analyst and other people, they can only read. Okay, they can only read. Okay, and create also can be given to the developers. Okay, it is nothing but, if at all if you create these views, okay, views like that. Okay, it is used to help to identify or to give the permissions, restrict the permissions to person, or to give the permissions to the persons in the organization. Okay, like who can edit, who can view. Okay, who can delete. Okay, those kinds of operations will be done by this network admin. Okay, network admin will be there. Okay, he will look into it. Okay, that is nothing but that giving permissions. Okay, while giving the permissions, we will try to create this views. Okay, okay, fine. Okay, I will, yeah, before entering here, you can see the tables. Okay, the tables are created here. Okay, in SQL, this is one example of these tables. Okay, these are the few tables. Okay, this is related to one retail store, how they store the data. Okay, table in SQL. Table in SQL are colored, terminated or called as mentioned below. Okay, a row is called record. A row is called a record and a column is called field. Okay, a column is called a field. Okay, a row is called a record. Okay, and a unique key identify a table row. Okay, here we will store the data in SQL in form of tables. A tables has, okay, columns and rows. Okay, each table has columns and rows. Okay, and similarly to identify a particular table with particular thing, for that we need to give some sort of identity to that table. Okay, that is nothing but giving a relationship primary key and foreign key. Okay, here we will give a primary key to one table. Okay, primary key, if at all, if you wanted to give any primary key to the, okay, the table has different columns and different rows. Okay, the table has different columns and different rows. Okay, to identify one table, okay, we must have one unique value, okay, which is not repeated, okay, which is not repeated, okay, and which is not empty, which is not repeated and which is not empty. Here you can see in this table, ID is there, name is there, state is there, and pin code is there. If at all, if you consider a person many people have same name. Okay, Will Smith will be one person, and some other person has also can be have his name Will Smith. Okay, state may be California. Okay, different people can come here, and their data will be entered from different states also. And similarly, from one state, many people also can enter their names. Okay, related to example, just this is an example. Okay, pin code will be same. Okay, if at all, if he is from California, Will Smith is California, Sean Smith is also California. Okay, at that time you cannot able to give this primary key. It must be unique. Okay, it is not repetitive. It must be unique. It must not be null. Okay, if at all, if you see ID numbers is here, numbers are not repeating 1, 2, 3, 4, and it is unique. Unique. Okay, it is not repetitive, it is not like this. This kind of numbers can be primary keys. Okay, these kinds of columns can be used as a primary key or unique key. Okay, you can see, you can give here primary key. Primary key. If at all, if a primary key of one table goes to other table means, okay, if at all, if primary key of one table goes to other table means, at that time it will become foreign key. Okay, primary key and foreign key. Primary key is used to identify uniqueness, okay, related to that table importance. Okay, and if at all primary key of one table goes to other table, if at all, if you wanted to link different tables, table 1, table 2, table 3, there must be have one connection. For giving that connection, we will send primary key of one table to other table. Okay, primary key of one table can be used in used, or it is similarly moved to different table. Okay, it is moved to different table, that at that time that will becomes foreign key. Primary key of one table goes to other table means it will become foreign key. Okay, here you can see this is a basic example of primary keys and foreign keys. Okay, just give me a moment. You can able to see the Word document, right? Okay, okay, fine. Okay, here we have table, we have primary key. Okay, we have foreign key. In table we store the data, whatever the data we want. Okay, we can store in data. Every table has rows and columns. Okay, every table has rows and columns. Okay, here data type is there in this column. Okay, every column has a data type. Okay, every column has a data type. Every column has a data type. Okay, what is the purpose of data type is, okay, data type allows, okay, data types allows data type allows different types of data. Okay, different types of data. Okay, which type of data? Okay, different types. Data type allows different types of data. Okay, if at all, if you wanted to enter a different numbers in that column means, okay, if at all, if you mention any data type integer means, okay, integer. Okay, integer. Okay, integer. Okay, at that time you can only enter numerical values, numbers. Okay, if at all, if you wanted to enter any money related things means, okay, money if 10,000, 20,000, 40,000, at that time you can give money. It is a data type. Okay, here, data type is used there in every column. It is used to allow different types of data, or it will use it to restrict only that. It will allow only that types of data. It won't allow different type of data in that column. Okay, every table has rows and columns. Every column has one data type. If at all, if any data type is mentioned in that column means, to that column means, it will allow only that type of data to enter in the data type. Okay, and it is also used to amount how much data, amount of data, how much data you can enter in that column. Okay, like some 20 characters. Okay, some 20 characters. Okay, like 30 characters, like that. Okay, some 20 characters or 30 characters. Okay, that much of amount only you can store in that column. Okay, related to that column. Okay, here table has rows and columns. Every column has data type. Data type has a condition. It allows different types of, it allows only that type of data to enter in that. Okay, and also it will use only permission to restrict the data, how much it can enter. Okay, and primary key and foreign key. Okay, primary key is nothing but a unique key. It is a unique key. Okay, for this primary key condition, every column, if at all, if any column must satisfy this primary key means, it must be not null or empty, and it must be unique, not repetitive. Okay, if at all it qualifies, any a column satisfies this condition, not null and unique, it can becomes a primary key. It will become a primary key. Okay, foreign key. Okay, foreign key. If at all, if a primary key of one table goes to or connects to other table. Okay, it becomes foreign key. Okay, it becomes foreign key. Okay, this is a basic things, okay, related to this data type, table, foreign key, and primary key. You can able to see the screen, right? Slides, SQL retail store. Please mention in chat. Is it you can able to see the screen, SQL retail store, 3 tables. Okay, okay, fine. Here, this is an example of a store. Okay, example of any store. Okay, this is an example of store. This is an example of store. Okay, here in that store they are using SQL database. Okay, they are trying to store their data. They are trying to store the data in different tables. Okay, here every store has some items. Okay, to sell. They have some items to sell. Okay, they are using one table, okay, to store data related to that item. Okay, item ID, item name, which type of item they are selling. Okay, description related to that item. Okay, here you can see in item table we have item ID 1 and item name is camera and it is 64 megapixel. Okay, and here you can see we have another table called customer table. Okay, who are the customer who comes to their store. Okay, they will store their information like id, customer id, name, state, city, and pin code. Okay, these are the different columns in customer table. And here we have another table, sales table. Sales table has a basic quantity and price. Okay, in the sales table we have sale id, quantity, and price. Three columns we have in sales: sale id, quantity, and price. Okay, here you can see in item table we have item ID. Here item ID have one data type. Okay, it is numeric. Okay, it has a data type numeric. It allows only numeric values 1, 2, 3. It won't allow, if at all if you wanted to allow any name here, it will show error. You can't able to enter in that. Okay, it has a data type numeric. Okay, name column has a varchar. Okay, here we will use the data type called varchar. Okay, at that time you can enter different alphabets. Okay, different names here. Okay, camera, memory card, like. Okay, similarly here also you can use var. Okay, like that. Developers will write types of tables. Okay, they will do data types, they will enter everything. Okay, and here in this item table we have one key here. Okay, it is item ID. It is not repetitive, and it is not null or empty. Here we can see camera is there, memory card, this camera is there. These names can be repeated, but these numbers cannot be repeated. At that time, you can use item ID as primary key. Okay, if at all item ID is connected with the sales table means, okay, this item ID is primary key. Okay, primary key used to help to connect with other table. Okay, and sales table we have. If at all this item ID moves to sales table means it will become foreign key. And here you can see it is there already here in this item ID. Okay, similarly customer table has ID, customer ID. It is a primary key and it is connected to the sales table. Okay, you can see customer ID. Sales table has one primary key. Okay. Okay. If at all primary key goes to other table means it will become foreign key. Okay. Tables are related by keys and table keys are used to create relationship with the table. It must be unique and cannot have null values. Okay. Foreign keys are used to connect two tables together. Like that. Okay, here you can see this is a receipt. You can consider this is a receipt. Okay, a small receipt like that. Okay, after every transaction they will give one receipt to you. In that it is mentioned like what is the item you have purchased. Okay, what is the serial number of that item, how much quantity you have buy, and what is the price of that total transaction. Okay, they will mention, right, they will generate one receipt. Okay, you can consider this as one receipt. Here you can see a sale ID is 1, item ID is 1. Item ID 1 is camera. Okay, camera. Camera. Customer 2, customer ID 2. Sean Smith buy this camera. He buy these three cameras. Okay, he buy these three cameras. And here the price of three cameras is 90,000. Like that. Like that, we can give connections between everything and we can generate one receipt like this. Okay, it is possible in SQL and RDBMS. Okay, these types of connection you can give with the help of primary key and foreign key. Okay, are you getting right? Please mention in a chat. Okay, are you getting or not? Are you understanding or not? The concept primary key and foreign key and table data type. Okay, fine. Thank you. I will continue. Okay, here. We will connect these tables with the help of primary key and foreign key. I will try to show one example in the end of this session. Okay, here we have different commands. Okay, we have different commands: data definition language, data query language, okay, data manipulation language, data control language. Okay, these are the data transaction language. Okay, these are the different types of definitions or different types of commands we can use in the SQL. Okay, in data manipulation, data. I will explain about these commands. Okay, data definition language. Okay, data definition language. Okay, and query language, data manipulation language, DML. Okay, data definition language. Here you can see create, alter, drop, and drop command. Okay, drop and truncate command. You can see these types of command. This acts on the structure. Okay, if at all, if you create any table, the table has one structure. Okay, like create to it will have one structure. Okay, and it is it will have one structure. Okay, that is nothing but with that, with this DDL commands. Okay, we can create a table. Okay, we can drop the table. Okay, and we can truncate the table. Okay, we can use this create command to create a table. Okay, and alter command to monitor. Okay, drop command, I will explain the alter command also. Drop command used to drop the table. Okay, from database. And the delete command. Okay, delete command will use to delete the table. Okay, here we have DML and DDL. DDL act on the structure. Okay, basic structure. If you wanted to create, you can create. Okay, if you wanted to drop, the total action will be on the structure of the table. Okay, but here DML is data manipulation language. Okay, you can just to do editing on the table like that. Okay, you can edit a little table, but you can't affect total table. If at all, if you use DDL language, the total table will be affected. The total data in the table will be affected. It will deleted. But if at all, if you use DML language, the structure of table won't change in the number of columns and number of things. Okay, but you can edit the data there. Okay, you can insert the data in the table. Okay, you can update the existing data in the table, and you can delete the data in the table, or else you can merge different tables here. Okay, okay, like that. Like that, you can do basic operations here in DML. Okay, you can do editing everything like CRUD operations. You can consider. Okay, CRUD operations, some comes under here DDL. Okay, DDL acts on structure. DDL is data definition language. DQL is a data query language. DML is data manipulation language. DCL is data control language. Okay, if at all, if you go to this portal, COEPD portal, you can see documents tab. In documents, you can see document feature. If you click on the document feature, on that you can find this SQL PPT, which I am explaining now. Okay, you can save directly from portal. Okay, after this session, you can download. Okay, and a few minutes later, I will also explain how you can download this SQL also. Okay, and in the end, I will try to run few queries. Okay, and here create command is used to create any table. Okay, if at all, if you wanted to create any table, if at all, if you create a table, in that we can store the data. Okay, for creating a table, we need to use some command, that is nothing but create. Okay, alter is command is used to modify that column name. Okay, add or delete or modify columns in existing table, that is nothing but alter. Drop command, drop is used to drop completely a table from database. Okay, and rename is used to change the name of the table. Okay, and truncate command is used to delete the data. Okay, it will not delete the structure. Okay, in the table, if at all, if you go to the table, if at all, if you use truncate command here, okay, the data will be removed. Okay, table name, column names won't be deleted, only the rows which are there here. Okay, only the rows which are there here. Okay, 1 2 3 4, those will be deleted. If at all, if you use truncate command, if at all, if you use drop command, okay, total table will be dropped. Okay, if at all, if you use delete command, means at that time you can delete one row or different rows. Okay, that is the difference between truncate, drop, and delete. Comment is nothing but a little explanation to the code, okay, which is used by the developers. Okay, if at all they write any code or any instruction in that, they will mention a comment below that. Okay, a little extension to that query. And here this is select command. This is select command. As a business analyst, we use this feature to search any desired data if required or asked. Okay. As a business analyst, we will use only this command, select command. Other commands will be used by developers. Okay. Select command. I will try to run this command in the end. It is used to select the data from a database. Data returned is stored in the return result table called a result set. Okay. If at all, if you wanted to get any data from any table, okay, there is a table in your database, okay, you want there is a data in that data table, okay, if at all if you wanted to see what is data in that table means, okay, if at all if you wanted to see data in that table means at that time we will write a select command. Okay, similarly, if you are dialing, okay, if at all, if you are dialing to any customer care means, okay, customer care, they will ask you related to your number, okay, and after you tell your number, they will tell about your plans and everything, okay. At that time, in backend, what happens means the select command will be run, okay. If they enter, the select command will be run, okay. They will get the details related to that thing, okay. Right now, you are using all GUI graphic user interface, okay, and here these types of commands you can write in this. Uh, SQL, okay. But all if your organization using this SQL, you can contact this developer. They will write different codes, okay. They will send you. At the time you can run this select command. You will get this data. That is the importance of this select command. Are you getting right? Please mention in chat if at all if you understand about this select command. Okay, select command is used to get any stored information or data from a table. Okay, select command. If at all, if you wanted to see a data, what is there in the database, at that time you can write one query. That is nothing but with the help of select command, you can write one query. Okay, that's the use of select command. Data manipulation and DML. Okay, here it is used to modify the data. Okay, modify the data in the table. Table has some data. If at all, if you wanted to enter some data in the table, at that time you can use insert command. Okay, insert is adds one or more records in any single table. Okay, if at all if you wanted to any data, any records in the table means at that time you can use insert command. Okay, if at all if you wanted to modified the existing record in the table means, okay, if at all if you wanted to change any row in a database, at that time you can use update command. Okay, and delete command is used to delete a record, okay, a row in a table. Okay, merge is used to merge different tables. Okay, and call it is a little explanation. Okay, and explain is also a little explanation related to the table. Lock table is some is this lock table, okay, to prevent locks. Okay, and here data control language. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, SQL admins also will be there. Okay, they will use this database. A valuable data will be stored here in database. Okay, they won't give 100% permission to the all people in the organization. Okay, they will restrict, they will add some restrictions. Okay, some people can only view the database. Okay, they can't able to edit data what is there in the database. Okay, some people can edit the database. Okay, some like that. Okay, those kinds of operations can be given here with with this data control language. Okay, data control language, DCL. Okay, and here grant permission to prevent deadlocks. Okay, and modify maintain content. Okay, if at all some people wanted to, if at all he wanted to give grant permission, admin wanted to give permission to one other person in that organization, he will run this grant command. Okay, if at all he wanted to take that access return to him, okay, he wanted to remove that edit for edit privilege to given to that person means at that time he can use this revoke. Okay, he can revoke that. Okay, he can take back that commands. Okay, he can just give view only access like that, or else he can block that also. That is grant and revoke. Okay, and this is a SQL. This is MS how the screen looks like. Okay, this is like this. You can enter your into SQL database. Okay, you can enter with SQL Windows authentication, or you can enter with the server name like that. Okay, and after entering these details, you can click on connect, and that time it will open, database will be open. This is the screen how it looks. Okay, it is the uh, screen how it looks like. Okay, when it opens database, you can see on the left hand side, you can see database, securities, different types of options, and file, edit, view, different options. In between here you can run different commands. In between here you can create a one table here in the middle. Okay, I will open within few minutes. Okay, here you can see this is an example of database schema. Database schema is nothing but it is nothing but a combination of all the tables. Okay, connection of the all the tables which are there in the database. Okay, in the database which is have connection between one table to other. Okay, entities plus all entities plus all tables. Okay, here we have different entities. Okay, primary key here, and it is goes to other table. Okay, company table is there, history table is there. Okay, primary key of company table comes to here, and it will become foreign key. This is a complete structure of this database. Okay, how many tables we have, how many columns we have, how many relations we have. Okay, this is nothing but an example of a database schema, combination of all the tables and all the entities. Okay, you can consider it is nothing but a database schema. Okay, here there are different commands. Okay, right now, before I have explained about different commands here, like insert, update, delete, and merge. Okay, in SQL we will write different commands. Okay, like this we will write the commands. Okay, I will explain these commands also. Okay, here you can see this is a select command. Okay, we will write select query here. Okay, select is used to get the data. Okay, here if at all if you write select star from table name, okay, here you need to mention a table name. Here you can consider a table name as employee. Okay, select star from employee. Okay, if at all if you enter select star from employee means all the employees in the table will appear there. Okay, data of that employee table will be appear. Okay, here you can see select customer name from customers tables. Okay, if at all if you mention customer name means if at all customer table has customer name, ID, okay, customer salary, customer payment history, any columns are there means it won't reflect all the columns, it will reflect only customer name. Okay, only one column from that customer's table. If at all if you enter select star means, okay, select star from customers table means, okay, select star from customers means at that time all the columns, okay, all the columns and all the rows in that tables will be appeared here. If at all if you use star, if at all if you mention the name of the column means that name only displayed. Okay, that is the importance of the select command here. Like this you can run a command if at all if you wanted to get the data. Okay, select customer name from customer name comma city from customers table. Okay, here it is mentioned customer name and city, two columns are there. Okay, the data of two columns will be fetched. Okay, you can see data of the two columns. That is the importance of select command. And if at all if it comes to delete command, okay, it is used to delete. Okay, delete from table. Okay, delete from table where, here where condition is used to search. Okay, it is used to where is that. Okay, like that. Okay, delete from customers table where customer name is, okay, where customer name is this person. Okay, it will delete only this person Alfred's data. Okay, if at all in that table there is a have a person name called Alfred. Okay, the, you will delete this command will delete data of this person. Okay, similarly, if at all if you wanted to create any database means that time you can use create database and name of the database. Okay, create database test db. Okay, database will be created. Similarly, if at all if you wanted to drop the database, drop database name. Okay, drop database test db means database test db which is created, it will be removed or dropped from database. Okay, that will be deleted. And truncate command will use it to delete whatever the things what are the rows there here in that table. Insert is used to insert some data here. Okay, insert string position number. String is nothing but any name or any character, any alphabets. Okay, you can mention here. You can see select insert COPD nurture va.com. It is nothing but a string. Okay, like this we can consider this as a string. Okay, example is a string. Okay, like that. Here it is considered as in database this kind of thing as a string. Okay, here and here you can see grant command. Okay, as I mentioned that network admin will be there, he will give permissions. Okay, grant permissions to other person. Okay, grant privilege name on object name to public. Okay, okay. You write this command. Okay, and he will grant the permission, and he will write this query, and he will revoke that permission given to that person. Okay, these are the different commands generally we will use. Okay, and here the select command is the basic thing. Okay, as a business analyst we will use the select command. Just a moment guys, just a moment. You can able to see the Google screen, right? Google page. Please mention in chat if at all if you can see Google homepage. Okay, thank you. Here, okay, fine, thank you. And here just write, okay, SQL Server 2019 step by step PDF. Okay, just a moment. I will just type here how you can. I will explain you how you can download this SQL. Okay, just I will show you in this thing. Just a moment. Here you can see in Google Chrome. In Google Chrome, please type in Google Chrome. Okay. In Google Chrome, I typed SQL Server 2019 download step by step PDF. Okay. At that time, I can able to see this Boston University a PDF. Okay. A guide, installation guide. Okay. If at all, if you click on this guide, you can able to see this PDF. Okay. I hope. Okay, if at all you can see this screen here. Okay, in that if at all if you click on that PDF, please download this PDF. Okay, just type SQL Server 2019 step by step download PDF. Okay, you will get this Boston University PDF. In that it is explained step by step how you can install this SQL Server. Okay, from COPD side we install Balsamic Azure, and MS Visio. These three tools we will install. Okay. For that, you need to have some access and keys. Okay. And like tools like SQL, Power BI, Jira, Tableau, those are free. Okay. You can directly download from internet. Okay. SQL, Power BI, okay, and Tableau and Jira, whatever the sessions we conduct on Sundays, okay, those you can directly download from internet, okay. Mentors will guide you related to that sessions, okay. This is SQL session, that's why I'm suggesting you, please note SQL Server step by step, SQL Server 2019 download step by step PDF, okay. Type in Google Chrome, okay. You will get this Boston University PDF, okay. Please download. In this, it is explained here, okay, step by step procedure how you can download SQL, and then how you can download SSMS also, okay. If at all, if you click on this link, okay, if at all, if you click on this link, please download developer version, okay. If at all, if you download developer version means, okay, it will helpful to you. It is a free developer version. You can use the write different commands, okay. Don't do the install express versions or any other version. Install developer version. If at all, if you click on this link means, I believe you can see 2022 version maybe, okay. This is a old PDF, okay. You will get latest one 2022, okay. Please download that version, okay, 2022. Okay, you can see the steps, okay. Here clearly explained. You can click on custom, okay. You can click on the storage, okay. And here you can click on installation, and then all the steps are clearly explained, okay. It is not possible to share this link, okay. Here, if at all, if you type this in Google Chrome, SQL Server step by step download PDF, you can see Boston University, okay. If at all, if you open that PDF, in that PDF you can see these links, okay. Please download this PDF, okay. Step by step is explained, and also the links are there. Just you can click on this link here. It will directly redirect to the location where you can click and directly download all the steps, okay. All the steps clearly explained here. Please download, okay. And SSMS also, how you can install this SSMS also, okay. After this, you can open this SQL Server after installation, okay. It may take at least 45 minutes or 30 minutes or more than that, related to your PC performance, okay, related to your storage, okay. It is not possible to install, okay. uh, it is a little time taking process. Okay, please download that PDF and follow that instruction, okay. If at all it comes error means, please uninstall that one and try to reinstall, okay. Okay, if at all it is not possible means, you visit any near your any internet cafe for persons, okay, near to you, they will try to install that one, okay. Okay, it is not possible to install, okay. Once you uninstall that one and try to reinstall, okay. This is the interface, okay. This is how an SQL server is opened. If at all, if you if at all, if you enter your details and if you log in, like this, you can see different databases here, different securities, okay, related to this SQL. We didn't share any PDF here in the chat, okay. Please note SQL Server, please note it down. SQL Server step by step process, step by step SQL 2019 download, SQL Server 2019 download step by step PDF. Please note it down in any paper or anywhere, okay. SQL Server 2019 download step by step PDF. If at all, if you click on that in Google Chrome, you can see Boston University one PDF. Click on that Boston University PDF. You can see different steps there. You can follow. It is simple. You can, it will redirect to latest version 2022, I believe. Okay. Please download the latest one, okay, and download developer version. Thank you. Okay, this is the interface. Okay, here, if at all, if you click on this database, if you glue right click means you can see new database. Okay, if at all, if you click on new database, okay, it is still loading. Okay, if at all, if you click on new database, I will be there. It might be. You can able to see the page, right? Database name and rows and column. Just you need to give a name. Okay, database name. Okay, DB. I'm just giving a random name. Okay, DB triple two. Okay, if at all, if you give DB triple two and say, oh, click OK means the database will be created here. Okay, you can create different tables in this database. Okay, and here data files, database files. Here we have logs and rows. Okay, these are the rows and logs. Okay, whatever the tables you have create here and what are the commands you will run. Okay, that will be stored in the form of rows and logs. Okay, if at all if you are using any database. Okay, if at all if you get any error in the database means, okay, some issue at that time, you can re-get what are the things which you have missed. Okay, like backup. At that time, network admin will look into this logs. Okay, whatever the things happen in backend. Okay, he will go to that logs. Okay, he will try to do modifications. Okay, and rows is nothing but whatever the commands you have given, that will be stored in rows. Okay, logs is nothing but the commands operations internally happen. Okay, this is the thing look in by this SQL admins. Okay, SQL admins will be there. Activities related to database. Okay, they will look into it. Okay, as a business analyst, we will run only one command, that is select command. But for identify your a little knowledge, okay, I'm telling. Okay, this is the name of the database. Okay, and you need to click. Just you need to give the name of database, and you need to click on OK. You can see in the left hand side. Okay, if at all if you refresh here. Okay, on the left hand side you can see database triple two. Okay, if at all if you see this database triple two, okay, you can right click on this. Okay, you can select this new query. If at all if you wanted to write any query, okay, or command, you can select this new query. Okay, it is loading. Okay, here I believe you can able to see the screen. Here you can write different comments. Okay, related to this. You can create tables. You can edit the tables. Okay, you can alter the table. Here you can run all the queries. Okay, here you can see DB triple two. Whatever the database you wanted to do modifications, you need to check here which database you are using. You need to write query here, and you need to click on execute here to execute the commands are correct or not. Okay, if at all if you write any query wrong means, if at all if you click on execute means, okay, it will show error if at all any errors are there. Okay, I will try to write a few queries and commands. Okay, and here I will try to create few tables. Okay, for that, for creating we need to use this create command. Okay, create create table. Okay, create table emp. I'm creating a table. I'm using the create command, create table name. Okay, but I need to enter some data here in this table. I'm use open bracket. Okay, and here I wanted to enter different columns. Okay, I want employee ID, emp ID. Employee ID has a data type of integer. Okay, data type of integer. Okay, and I will have employee name. Employee name. Okay, employee name is varchar. Okay, data type is varchar. Okay, here in varchar I will do data. He must enter only 20 characters. After that, I'm just giving a comma. I'm entering. You can also continue in one line also. There is no restriction. You can enter, you enter, and you can enter below also. You can continue in one line also. Okay, employee ID, employee name. Okay, employee job. What is his job? Okay, employee job. Okay, job is varchar. Here I will give 10 characters. Okay, you can give related to that, how many characters it must be there here on that column. Okay, and what is the salary of employee. Okay, here you can give salary. Some people can think about here we can give integer, it is number only, money is also number only, but here they will use money. Okay, to this is salary. Okay, and here everything is done. Okay, I wanted to close here itself. Okay, I will close this bracket. Okay, okay, you need to, here I am creating one table, and I wanted to store the data of one employee in an organization. Consider. Okay, for that I need to have one table, employee table. For that, for every employee has his identity ID number. Okay, employee ID or ID number. Okay, for that I want one column. That's why I give employee ID. Every employee has name. Okay, employee name. He must have job or some role. Okay, that must be entered in that table. He will also have some salary. Okay, for that I give money. Okay, this types of columns. Okay, for general purpose. Okay, they might be more. Okay, you need to select all this. Okay, you need to select all this, and you need to click on execute. Okay, here you can see message is appeared, command completed successful. If at all there is any error in this command space, at that time it will show errors. Okay, command is not successful, it will show error. Okay, it is clearly mentioned. Okay, every comma and every integer is explained in detail. Okay, that's why it is not showing any error. Okay, like this you can create one table. Okay, if at all if you wanted to see the structure of the table. Okay, what is the structure of the table means. Okay, as I mentioned, select command, we need to use select command. Okay, select, forget the data what is there or to check the table. Okay, we will use this select command as a business analyst. Select star. Okay, select star from table name is emp, employee table. Okay, is the command you can write to run a select command. Okay, okay, emp table is there. Okay, here in this table, if you wanted to get all the columns means, at the time you will write select star. Okay, if at all if you wanted to get only employee name means, okay, select, at that time you can write select e name from table name employee. Okay, like that I will run these two commands. Okay, select star from emp. Okay, here you can see in this we have four columns: employee ID, employee name, job, and salary. All the four columns are appeared. There is no data below. That's why it is not reflecting below. We didn't enter any values in that. Okay, we didn't inserted any data in that. We didn't use insert command. Okay, we just created a table. If at all, if you run this query, select e name from emp. Okay. I selected and I clicked on execute. Here you can see I can see only employee. Okay, this is the basic difference. Okay, between star and selecting particular column. Okay, if at all if you wanted to select particular column means, at that time you can use e name. If at all if you want all the columns means, okay, you can mention star. If at all if you wanted to give 2 to 3 columns means, before e name comma you can mention that column name. Okay, you can mention column name job. Okay, like this. At that time you will get 2 columns. Okay, like this developers will work. Okay, developers will work on this tables. Okay, and here now I will try to insert a few data here in this few rows in here in this table emp. Insert, I will use insert command. Insert into table name is insert into emp. Here we need to follow the structure. Okay, to insert the data. That's why it is called a structured language. Insert into emp values. Okay, here we have different columns. 4 columns is there: emp id, ename, job, and salary. Okay, emp id I will give 1. Ename is I will give Hari. For names we must give inverted commas. Okay, that is a restriction here. Okay, see, and for job you can mention any role. Okay, business analyst or any role. Okay, and here salary you can mention. Okay, salary you can mention like this. Okay, so for salary we won't give it is a number. Okay, 50,000. Okay, and you can close this bracket. Okay, insert insert into EMP. Okay, and here insert into EMP values. You can run this one. Okay, you can select, and here I will try to execute. Here you can see below one row is affected. One row is affected means one row is inserted in EMP table. Insert into EMP table and values, whatever the values I want to insert here. Okay, right now I will once again use the select command. Okay, I will type select star from EMP. Star means all columns. Okay, select star from EMP. I will execute here. Okay, whatever the data I have inserted, you can see here inserted. One row is inserted, one is Hari, and you can see that details. Okay, like this, you can create different tables. Okay, you can insert different values. Okay, if at all, if you wanted to enter any particular rows and columns, beside EMPs, you can insert that column names. In values, you can enter those values. Okay. Okay, this is an example of how you can create a table. Okay, and here I will try to use different commands. Okay, okay, and update command, I will try to use update command. Update table name, update EMP set. Here we will use this command. Okay, set salary. I wanted to change the salary here, salary of this person. Okay, okay, generally they will write developers, they will write different codes here. Okay, and they will try to attach these types of codes to the applications. Okay, if at all if you wanted to go through any application like Amazon, if you wanted to purchase any products from Amazon or any application, first you need to register, right? And then you need to log in, right? They will connect whatever the data you have entered. They will connect to different types of tables in backend developers. Okay, the data is directly stored in that tables. Okay, like that they will use the data. Okay, your data. Okay, they will use your data, they will store. Okay, not company of Amazon enters your details every time to store. Okay, they will write different programs, like they will show the screens. Okay, how you can register. Okay, from URL self only. Okay, if at all if they wanted to enter a huge number of data already existed in files or any Excel sheets, means they can use an option. Okay, if at all if you click on this database, you can see import the data. Just a second. Tasks. Okay, you can see tasks. In tasks you can see import plot file, import data. Okay, if at all if you import different sheets. Okay, here at that time for each column, at that time for each column there you need to give this data types. Okay, if at all data types of each column is proper related to that Excel sheet, means okay you are enter some name there. Okay, and if at all if you inserted used this command, okay, import command, you got some data here and you wanted to get the data to your database. Okay, here database name is database triple two. Okay, for that it will you need to first check. Okay, developers will check in detail all the columns names are matching with their data types or not. If data types are matched, only at that time data is reflected in the database, or else it will throw error. Okay, for that you need to have basic, developers need to have basic idea about this database. Okay, that's why I explained you the basic concept data type, and it is very important to store different data in the database. Okay, like this you can enter huge number of data. Okay, and update command. Update command is used to modify whatever the data you have in the database. Okay, whatever the data you have in the database. Okay, update EMP set salary. Okay, I want to change his salary. Set salary is equals to. Okay, I want to mention his salary as other value. Okay, just I will try to run. Okay. Okay, and here set salary is from here we need to mention, okay, where employee name is, okay, employee name, EMP ID. You can mention name, job, or anything. Okay, ID. Okay, EMP ID is unique, right? EMP ID is one. Okay, I will try to run this. Okay, I will try to run this command. We will see it is update is salary or not. You can see the command is correct. That's why it is showing one row is affected. Okay, for that, like that, you need to follow the structure properly. Okay, if at all if you didn't mention ID here means, okay, it will throw error. Okay, it will set salary 80,000 for all the rows present in that column. Okay, right now I will select this one. I will write once again. Okay, select star from EMP. Okay, now you can see his salary is modified or updated to 80,000. Previously it was 50,000. Okay. We entered 50,000, but with the help of update command, we have entered his modified his data to 80,000. Okay. And if at all, if you wanted to delete some data there, okay, at that time, okay, delete. You can use, okay, delete. Okay. Delete command, delete from table name EMP. Okay. Where here you can also mention EMP ID is equals to 1. If at all, if you run this command, the data will be removed. Okay. Okay. I'm not deleting. Okay. Because I don't want it to run. Okay. And here you can use this command. Okay. And for drop command also. Okay. For drop command, if at all, if you use drop command, the complete table will be deleted. Okay. Drop table name. Okay, drop table name. If at all, if you mention this drop table name, complete table will be removed. Okay, in database you can't able to see this table. Okay, similarly, one more command, truncate command. Okay, truncate table name. Okay, truncate table name. Okay, if you enter this truncate table name means at that time the data stored in the table will be removed. Okay, not columns. Okay, like that we have different commands. Okay. And here I will try to create two more tables, and I will try to give primary key and foreign key relationship between two tables. Next, I will create. Okay. Right now, are you getting right? Are you getting understanding these commands, right? Which are I have explained previously: table, insert, update, delete, and select. Please mention in chat. Are you able to understand these commands or not? Okay. Okay. Someone mentioned he didn't understand. Okay. Any other one who understood this session? Okay, can you? Okay, EMP. Okay, I will. Okay, I will type this drop and truncate also. Okay, got it. Okay, fine. Okay, I will try to. Okay, here I have created this table, right? EMP table. I have inserted one thing. Okay, inserted one row here. Okay, I will use this command. Okay, I will try to create insert a few data, and I will try to. Okay, I wanted to insert a few data. Okay, I'm just copying, pasting. Okay, I will try to explain. Okay, okay. If yeah, if at all if you joined a little late, okay, you have already recorded sessions in COPD YouTube channel. You can go directly type COPD in YouTube, and you can get watch directly from there. Okay, or else if at all if you go through My Learnings tab in portal, My Learnings, we have a feature called Study Plan. If at all, if you click on Study Plan below, you can find links related to this SQL session. Okay, you can directly watch from there. Okay, recording sessions are available. Unless if you recently updated video recordings are there in COPD YouTube channel. In YouTube type COPD, and from recent videos you can go through. Okay, I will just modify this column names. Okay, okay, I will just modify this column names. Okay, and yeah, this data, and I will try to use this delete command, drop command. Here you can see I didn't enter total command, okay? Just I try to select, okay? If at all, if you execute directly after entering anything, select like that means, if at all a structure is not proper means it will show error, incorrect syntax error, okay? Syntax, incorrect syntax, okay? I will try to get the data here, okay? Select star from EMP, okay? I will try to run this one, select command. Okay, I have entered two more rows here, Charan and Raju. Now I will use this delete and truncate and drop commands. Okay, here you can see. Okay, delete. Yeah, I have already written. I will same copy paste here. Here, here you can see I am entering delete table from delete from EMP where EMP ID is one. Here EMP ID is one is Hari. Okay, if at all if I select this one, okay, and I click on execute here, okay, one row is affected means code is correct, okay, code is correct, and I have deleted one row, that is EMP ID. Okay, to check it is correct or not, we can once again use the select command, select star from EMP. It will reflect what is the data is there in that table. Okay, I am using this command, okay, and here you can see EMP ID one is deleted, okay, like that. EMP ID is one is deleted. Okay, now truncate command. Okay, truncate table EMP. Okay, fine. Okay, if at all I use this truncate command means the structure what I said EMP ID, name, job, and salary will remain. Whatever the rows we have entered inside this is okay, that will be deleted. Okay, truncate table name. That's the command. I will try to click on execute here. Okay, the command executed successfully. Okay, the data will be deleted here. Okay, right now to check the data we will use select star from EMP. You can see same command I have executed. You can see EMP ID, name, job, salary is there, but the structure is remain, but the data inside is deleted. Okay, like that. What happens means if at all if you use a truncate command other than delete means, okay, whatever the space it is there utilized in the database, okay, that will be freed, okay, removed or reused that space if at all if you use truncate command. If at all if you use delete command means that used space is not get again. Okay, okay. Okay, fine. This is a select command, truncate command. Now I will explain about the drop command. Okay, it is used to drop the table completely. Here, similarly, I will copy and paste here. Drop table EMP. The structure will also remove. Okay, for your identification, I will refresh the table. Okay, we have a database on the left hand side. You can see on the left hand side you can see database 2022. I will just go internally here. Whatever the table here we have tables, views, and everything. If at all, if I select the table here, it is loading. It may take some time. Here we have one table called DBO EMP. Okay, I have created it starting EMP table. We are working on this EMP table only from the first. Okay, and now I will run this drop command and I will refresh. I will check this in this database DB222. This table will be deleted. Okay, drop. Okay, okay. I will select this drop table EMP. I will click on execute. Okay, command is entered successfully. I will once again I will write the select command, select star from EMP, select star from EMP. Okay, the table name is EMP. Okay, select star from table name. Okay, I will select this and I will click on execute here. It is showing error. Okay, level 16 error, invalid object name EMP. Okay, EMP is not at all available here in this table. Okay, now I will refresh the database. Okay, I will refresh this database. Okay, okay, I have refreshed it. I will go to this database table 2 in tables. In tables, you can see there is no EMP table. Okay, there is no EMP table. The table is gone. The structure is gone. Okay, like that. Okay, this is the difference between delete, drop, truncate, update, where condition, star. Okay, and select command. Okay, all these commands we have learned. Okay, I will try to write two more commands or two more programs. I will try to explain this primary key and foreign key also. Okay, I will write two programs. Okay, I will try to two programs or two commands. Create table. I'm giving a table name called projects. Create table projects. In that, I will open this whatever the columns you have. I want project ID. Which project is that? Okay, project ID integer. Okay, here I will give primary key. Okay, primary key used to identify unique things. Okay, primary key, and here on that project table, I also want the name of the project. Okay, for name I can give varchar. Okay, varchar I will give 20 or 50. Okay, and I will try to close this table. Okay, and here I will try to run this command. Okay, create table projects. Okay, ID integer. I am directly giving primary key. Okay, we will directly give primary command beside this column, or else we will try to give at the end also. Okay, we will I'm just directly giving primary key here. Okay, I will click and I will run here. The table is successfully created. Okay, and I will run select command to check the data. Select star from the table name is projects. Okay, table name is projects. Okay, I will run this command. Select star from here. In this, I have two columns: the project ID and name. I want to insert a few data also, one line data. Okay, I will use insert command. Insert into projects. Table name is projects. Okay, values. Okay, we need to use this command values. Okay, values. Here we have two columns. One is project ID and one is name. Okay, if at all if you enter more than two columns, it will enter error. Okay, first one is integer, I will give number, and second one is name, I will give name. Okay, for the name we can use this single quotation. Okay, here we have only two columns, but I will try to write the third one also, five, considering it as salary. Okay, to show it is it will also reflect errors. Okay, project ID and name. Okay, I will try to run this command. Okay, it is reflecting, right? Column name and number of supply values does not match. Okay, the column names which you have entered, number of values you have entered in this table, not matching. Okay, like that it will show error. Now I will remove this extra value I have entered. Okay, I have deleted the extra value I have entered. In this table we have two columns, the project ID and name. Okay, and I will select this one. Okay, I will execute. Okay, you need to follow the structure. Okay, now it is reflecting it, the update is successful. Select star from table name is projects. Select star from projects. Here you can see project ID is 1. Name of a project is Hari. Like that. Okay, it is one table I have created. And I will create one more table here. Okay. And I will establish a connection between primary key and foreign key here. Okay, and I will create a table. Okay, create a table EMP employee projects. Okay, EMP projects. Okay, I want to map some employees to this project. Okay, and I will open the bracket. Okay, I want to give employee ID. Okay, employee ID. Employee ID is a varchar. Data type is varchar. Okay, varchar of 20. I am considering 20 or 50. You can consider your feasibility related to that. How much characters you can give for that. Okay, and employee name. And employee name. Employee name is also varchar. Can give any number varchar. Okay, and here and next one is employee name. Here I wanted to link this primary key and foreign key. Okay, here I will continue here. Okay, I wanted to give this primary key of one table to for other table. Okay, for that we will give this references. Okay, we will give resources. Okay, we will directly give this name. Okay, and yeah, similar sort of name I will give. Okay, project ID. Okay, I will here I have given primary key. Primary keys can be become foreign keys. Okay, we can similarly project ID. Name is project ID, and it is integer. Okay, it is integer. Project ID here, same project ID integer, and here right now we will mention here references. Okay, references, it is referring, that's why we will mention references. Okay, referring which table? Okay, referring projects table. Okay, here the table name is projects. Okay, referring projects, the table name is projects, and it is related to the column. In that projects table we have a column that is project ID. Okay, column name is project ID. Okay, here like this you can give a relation between primary key and foreign key. Okay, here just I will try to run this. Okay, I am creating two tables. One is related to this. Okay, projects table, and one is employee projects. I want to map this together. Okay, I want to get a project name and who are the employees working on together. Okay, like that we can establish a connection. Okay, and here I have written this projects. Okay, created the project table. I have done this, entered a value, and I have run the select command. I got project ID and everything. Okay, and now I will run this. I have created employee projects new table. Okay, and I will run this table also. Just a second, it is showing some error. Project ID. References. Okay, now the command is successfully completed. Okay, here I will run this command. Okay, select star from, here the table name is EMP projects. EMP projects. Okay, EMP projects. Okay, I will run this select command here. Okay, in this projects we have EMP ID, ename, and project ID. Okay, here I have mapped this primary key and foreign key. If at all, if you wanted to check primary key and foreign key are mapped or not, okay, you can directly go back to your database. On the left side, I am refreshing the database. In this database, I have entered this two new tables. One is project and projects, employee projects. Just I will open this table. Okay, database, here tables is there. Tables folder is there. Tables. You can see in our left hand and system's right hand. If it is loading, it may take some time. Employee EMP projects and projects. We have two tables because we have deleted EMP first table. Okay, and here we can see in this table we have keys, different columns and different keys. Okay, here we have two keys. Okay, primary key and foreign key. Okay, in projects, whatever the keys we have, in projects we have only one key, that is primary key. This is a projects table, first one, which I have only primary key. Okay, now I will check this EMP projects. Okay, second table which I have created. Okay, I will minimize this. Okay, EMP projects. Okay, here you can see I have opened this EMP projects. In this I will check the keys. Okay, here foreign key is there, EMP projects. Okay, here I didn't entered any primary key here, EMP ID. Okay, that's why it is reflecting only one key, that is foreign key. If at all, if I have given this primary key to EMP ID in EMP projects, means it will have reflected PK, primary key, as it is reflecting here in the projects. Okay, this is how you can recognize these are primary keys and foreign keys. Okay, this is how you can establish a relation between primary keys and foreign keys. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, this is how you can do the connection. Okay, yeah, this is related to this session. Okay, and if at all, I believe you have understood. Please mention if at all, if you have understood about this all this SQL session. It covers the basic related to how we can create the table, what is the database, what are the commands you can use. But generally, as a business analyst, you will use only one command. that is select command. Everything other options will be used by developers. As a business analyst, we will not involved in the operations of developers and SQL admins. Okay, as a business analyst, we will run one command, that is select command. If at all, if you have any doubts, you can mention in chat box. Okay, you can change data types by using alter command. Okay, you can run alter command. Okay, you can run alter command and you can change the data types. Okay, I will give an overview. I will once again and show this slides. Okay. As I mentioned, we will use SQL to store a huge amount of data. Okay, SQL is a language. Okay, SQL is a language that is used to store the data. It is used to communicate with the system. Okay, it will store the data in database. SQL has different database. We can create databases in SQL. We can use language called SQL. We can interact with the system or database with the SQL, the language which we are using right now. Okay, we have used it a little earlier, like command, different command, everything we can use. Okay, organizations like banking. Okay, and different domains. Okay, like retail, banking, finance. Okay, any stores. Okay, anyone can use this SQL database. Okay, to store their database. Okay, and to store this different kinds of database. Okay, and yeah, they will store their data in different database. Okay, and while using this SQL commands, okay, different CRUD operations, create, update, read, delete, okay, alter commands. Okay, we can do any modifications. We can create a number of tables. We can delete tables. We can update modification. Okay, we have different commands like DDL, definition, language structure, manipulation language, different related to data. Okay, control language. Okay, related to transaction, like that. Okay, control and query language to this queries. Okay, control language for granting permissions. Okay, grant and revoke. Okay, like this we will developers will write. Okay, as a business analyst, we will work on this only select query. Just they will give the data and command also. We will just enter that in that space. Okay, and we will run the command. Okay, like this they will share one command. We will write it. We will just click enter that and we will click on execute. The data related to that thing will be appeared to us. Okay, and companies related to their feasibility, they will try to use this databases. Okay, someone asked about this application program interface. It is used to communicate between one application to application. Okay, like internally they will use this commands. Okay, yes, rest is nothing but it is similar to CRUD operation. There you will write a little data. Okay, developers will work on it in detail. As a business analyst, we won't work on it. Okay, here we have CRUD operation, right? You can in detail go through like some YouTube channel. Okay, type any yeah, related to this what you mentioned in this API CRUD API operations. Okay, REST API. Okay, here we have this command, right? Just a moment. CRUD operation, create, yeah, create, read, update and delete operation. We will perform this CRUD operations there. Okay, we will in REST API we will try to work on, developers will write everything. Okay, 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 these are similar to this one. Okay, related to the tables. Okay, they will write different comments. Okay, that is like a communication, and it is interaction between some screens and pages to the database. Okay, at that time you can use that kind of operation APIs. Okay, a basic idea about SQL is enough. Okay, you are not a developer, just you need to have basic idea. What is the table? What is the column? What are the columns are there? What are the data types in detail basic data idea of data types, it's enough. Okay. And here, if at all, if you involved in the projects, okay, at that time, as a business analyst, you will gather the requirements, okay, and you will work on that requirement. You will, at that time, you will try to, if at all it is feasibility in your organization means, okay, you need to involve in everywhere means at that time, you can prepare some tables also. They wanted to store the data in SQL means related to that application, okay. Related to that application, you need to have, okay, if at all, if you are using a registration operation in your application means, okay, you need to have a basic idea about this. Okay, we need to have one table called registration. In that we can have different columns there. Okay, and if at all, if any person enters this his data in that registration, for 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 a registration screen, that screen is internally connected to a table called registration in our database. Okay, there we will have a columns called register id, register name. Okay, every id for registration, unique identification id, registration id 100, 200, 101, 202, like that. Registration id, name. Okay, if at all it is detailed related to his Aadhaar and everything related to any other details, you have 10 columns. You need to have basic idea. Okay, in this project we can have this kind of registration feature there in our application. For that, in backend, if we are using this SQL, at that time we are storing that data in tables, in tables. For that table, we must have different types of columns like registration ID, name, password, like different columns we must have. These types of basic idea, if at all, if you know means, it's very good. Okay, at that time developers will be there, they will guide you, okay, related to how many columns you can have, how they can type. Okay, if at all, if you have basic idea like this means, it is an added advantage. Okay, constraints and store positions, this is the work of the developers. Okay, they will look this constraints and everything. Okay, store position is nothing but a query. It is used a number of times, as I explained before also. Constraints is nothing but it is like a command, okay, which is given while writing these things. Okay, like any restriction like that related to the tables. Okay, like check constraints. Okay, we have different constraints. Okay, for your if at all, if you wanted to learn many things, please, I will share a screen. Okay, one website. Okay, basic idea is enough. Okay, related to this, but someone is asking a lot of doubts related to SQL. Okay, I will suggest you one website. Just a moment. Please mention in chat. You can able to see the screen W3 schools. Okay, in Google Chrome I have typed this W3 schools. Okay, you can note this website W3 school. Okay, W number 3 schools.com. Okay, if at all, if you click on this W3 schools, if at all, if you enter on the left hand side, you can see different conditions. Okay, commands which you can use in SQL. Okay, like select command, and command. Okay, update command, delete command. Okay, okay, different kinds of commands are there. Okay, joins are there. Okay, different things are there. Okay, if at all, if you wanted to learn, if at all, if you click on here the select command, in the here in this page you can see select customer name comma city from the customer. So same command which we have used, but the table name is different. Okay, like that, the column name is different. Excuse me. Okay, like this, you can enter. Okay, like that, you will get the syntax here. You can learn about a little. Okay, like this. Similarly, update command, we have entered update command. Okay, generally these are the things developers will use. Okay, if you want to learn a little more means, you can use this website. Here a code is written, update table name, set different columns. Okay, we have updated there a column. We have sales salary, we have increased 50,000 to 80,000, where we have used a where condition reflecting employee ID, I believe first employee ID. Okay, like that, you will get a different syntaxes. You can use this website. Okay, okay, and here we have different commands. Okay, select order by is nothing but arranging in different orders, okay, from top to end, ascending order, descending order, okay, like that. To run this kind of command SQL, okay, you need to have SQL and SSMS installed in your PC, okay. Please type a SQL Server 2019 download step by step, okay, in Google Chrome, okay, and you can see a Boston University here. Click on Boston University, you will get a PDF, okay, Boston University PDF, okay. Type PDF also in that like SQL step 2019. Install this one. After installing a developer version and SSMS, you need to install this to SSMS, okay. After then you can use this SQL, okay. Okay, okay, fine. This is all about this is all about SQL session, okay. Yeah.